What's up, guys? So today we're back in with another Fortnite video, and today in this video we're going to be making another storyline focused video explaining the whole entire chapter 2 storyline. So without further ado, grab yourself a seat and some popcorn, and now without further ado, we're gonna have a pretty long video, but trust me, you do not want to miss this. So I present to you the entire chapter 2 storyline explained. Chapter 2 has been packed with lore, and it's been many people's mission to learn more about the storyline. And I'm going to shine some light on the storyline, and I'm also going to be giving you an interpretation of mine. So nothing I say in this video is 100% correct. It's just a bunch of theories connecting the dots and putting on our sleuthing caps and figuring out anything we can about the storyline. So without further ado, we're going to start, and we're going to start at the beginning. Chapter 2, Season 1, and a little bit of Chapter 1, Season X. So, let's get straight into it. Our story begins in Chapter 1, Season X, which is basically when Chapter 2 started. We were introduced to a group of people known as the Visitors. These people have one mission. They need to preserve the loop at all costs, or not the loop, the bridge. The bridge is a very, very special thing. It's an area in space that connects many things together. Almost every conceivable Fortnite universe together. It connects all of it. And yeah, we're going to be talking about that. And the Visitors have to protect this no matter what. And in Season X, they made their most ultimate attempt to make sure that the bridge stays safe. And, well, we have not heard from them since they did this, so we're not sure if they were able to make it out and were not eliminated during the process, but we're pretty sure they're still out there. But they launched a rocket with the brand new visitor suit called the Scientist. With more control over the rocket than ever, they had a mission that they've been attempting to do for many times before, including in Chapter 1, Season 4. So this is their second attempt, and with more control over the rocket than ever, they were successful. 1 second before the meteor hit the 0 point, they paused time. And then for a brief moment, time was paused. They restarted time, and the meteor crashed into the 0 point, and they did what was hoping to destroy the 0 point and preserve the bridge forever. And, well, it did. For a little bit. It caused a whole reality collapse, and it caused a black hole that we were staring at for 2 whole days. Chapter 2. Chapter 2 started right after the black hole ended, and it was completely new. It had new map, new features, new items, new weapons, and more. It was a completely brand new chapter with a brand new things that were crazy. Even the graphics were new. Everything was completely new, and it was a new story. Well, it wasn't a brand new story, but I mean, it was pretty crazy and was going to build on the Battle Royale story. And this Chapter 2, the beginning and the end of Chapter 2, would start a story that would keep Fortnite's storyline running for years to come. So, Chapter 2, Season 1, we were presented Alter and Ego. Alter and Ego were evil twins of each other. Alter being the bad guys, and Ego being the good guys. Ego was a group of explorers who landed on the island via a plane that crashed near Coral Castle. And what they were surprised to find is literal, not even kidding, like evil twins of everyone who was in Ego. And once they figured this out, they realized that there was going to be a war. And they had a war over the whole entire island and everything on it. And in a fight against some of the members, well, the agency found out about this. The agency is a secret organization of people that no one could know about, and would be introduced to them in Chapter 2, Season 2. After a big fight between Alter and Ego, we went in to Chapter 2, Season 2. During Chapter 2, we were introduced to Midas, a very powerful person who had the power of the Golden Touch, which I believe to have been maybe a snapshot of Oro. Oro is a golden king with the power of the Golden Touch, and as people or things enter the loop, snapshots of them are created, which is basically a clone, but from a different time frame, in my opinion. And I believe Midas is a snapshot of Oro that was given the Golden Touch, and maybe it was before he became the king. And now, because if you did not know, Oro is like a skull king with a golden touch. And he broke out of the shark, and, well, using the power of Oro's staff, Midas was able, with the help of an engineer named Jules, they were able to create one of the greatest attempts to stop the loop of all time. This is called the Doomsday Device. Using the power of Oro's staff and the brilliant engineering of Jules, they were able to push back the storm, which the storm is extremely important to the loop. It's the thing that keeps the storm moving. Once the storm closes completely and the winner is crowned, the storm resets and everyone goes back to lobby. In the storyline, of course. And then you load into a new match, and the loop starts all over again with a new storm circle forming, and it ends in a random position. Using the device, they were able to push back the storm, and even for a brief moment, they were able to completely push back the storm so it would never return. At least that's what they thought. But it did not continue, and, well, it was completely gone. Only for a brief moment of 3 seconds, the storm was no more. It was completely peaceful. But then, after that, more crazy things happened. We were introduced for a brief moment to Agent Jonesy, or as we know it, Agent Jon Jones. He is extremely important to the Chapter 2 Season 5 storyline and is crucial to more storylines to come. He is extremely important to the storyline, and we were introduced to him. As he had to think he couldn't reset the storm in time, he had one mission. He had to figure out how to make the loop continue working, even with the storm failing. They had one option. They turned the storm to a giant wall of water, which we had this for one day. Then, once Chapter 2, Season 3 began, all the wall of water crumbled and fell all over the map, causing it to flood, and the introduction of sharks and more advancements to fishing. And now the storm had been reset and restored, and we lost where the 0 point was for a few seasons to come. Now, getting into Chapter 2, Season 4. Chapter 2, Season 4 is extremely interesting. It was the Marvel collaboration season where a bunch of superheroes were able to come into the game, and it was awesome. Extremely, extremely awesome. So, we were introduced to superheroes like Iron Man, Tony Stark, and, well, Thor, and Groot, and Rocket, and many more superheroes that were extremely awesome, and a crazy new battle pass. But little would we know, this is one of the craziest things that had many storyline implications that would last for so much longer than we ever thought. As Galactus approached the map at an extremely fast rate, Galactus was going to attempt to destroy the map, and he had an even bigger mission. He attempted to grab the 0 point. He hungered the 0 point, and if he was able to get his hands on the 0 point, he'd become the most powerful being in all of Fortnite. And, well, he'd be basically invincible. Luckily, with Tony Stark's quick thinking, he was able to engineer a nuclear battle bus that was filled with gamma radiation bombs. These battle buses were cloned and were used to stop Galactus. After Galactus ate millions and millions of these battle buses, he exploded in gamma radiation. And that is how they were able to defeat Galactus barely, and he was sent through an interdimensional rift back to the Marvel Universe. And now we enter the season we are in now, Chapter 2, Season 5. And with the season not concluding quite yet, we are going to have to make some guesses. But these are just my personal feelings, and I think that these are very right, but I'm not 100% sure, and we won't really know until the season's over. So, yeah. Agent Jon Jones has been trying to protect the 0 point, and IO have been trying to protect the 0 point from anyone escaping for so long. And hinted at in the trailer of this new season is, they say, the plan, pure chaos. This is a super interesting line that is probably going to have many implications with the storyline. They have hired many bounty hunters from all realities, and they're trying to make pure chaos and keep anyone and everyone away from the 0 point. But, well, Bunker Jonesy has kind of an inside scoop on this, and he has been trying to tell everyone about this, but sadly no one believes him about this. And he is known as a original Jonesy, which means that over the time he was around on the island, he had lost his memories, because everyone is losing their memories, so no one would know how they're trying to protect the 0 point. But because he's an original Jonesy, he has a few memories that he has not lost yet. And with these memories, he was able to make predictions about the monster event and many other events to come. And, well, this is going to be pretty crazy. And Bunker Jonesy may be right again. He might be right that the reboot vans are the only way to escape the loop, because he needs to escape the loop, because he realized that everything was being looped inside the loop, and, well, nothing really happened. And every game after the storm closed, it would loop all over again. And quickly after Bunker Jonesy realized this, he rushed to tell everyone. And he is now an NPC on the map. But for some reason, he is the only NPC that glows. Like a light blue essence, kind of. It is very cool. And my personal reason why I think this is happening is because he is an original Jonesy, or because Agent Jonesy may have wanted to silence him, so he turned him into a ghost maybe, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll probably learn very soon what these kind of like glowing ghosts are, and it's definitely going to be very awesome. So now we're going to connect the dots of everything I just said, and we're going to try to come up with an answer that makes sense. So as I said, the snapshots are, in my opinion, a clone of a character it's a clone, but it's from a different time frame, such as Agent Jonesy, Bunker Jonesy. They're the same. And because you can see both of them at the same time, they're different things, which means they must be clones. But they're the same thing, but at different time frames. So really, I think a snapshot is a clone of something that is in a different time frame. Such as the Bunker Jonesy is actually just a snapshot during the season 9 time frame. So knowing this information, I think personally that the people on the island are going to realize that there are these snapshots, and people are going to realize, and they're going to team up with Bunker Jonesy maybe and try to use the reboot vans to escape the loop. And knowing Fortnite, they're probably going to escape the loop. And all I'm going to say is we're probably going to get a visit from Jon Jones' office. And I mean, that would be pretty awesome for the live event, but I'm not so sure. And this is just going to be super awesome, and it's going to just be great, and I'm excited to see what the rest of the Fortnite storyline holds and will become in the following seasons to come. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next one.